Hey there everyone, welcome back to another Game Vault video. As always, I'm Captain Beefy with the Game Vault, and we're going to talk about $3.4 billion today. So wow, let's cue up the music and we'll get right to it. So EA Sports, love them, hate them, whatever. I know a lot of people hate EA games out there, in EA Sports in particular, but EA overall as a gaming company. Well, they got a little game called Apex Legends, and it has recently been revealed that it has earned $3.4 billion, solidifying its position as a major player in the free-to-play gaming space. Now, whatever your thoughts are on these free-to-play games, I don't know. Personally, I'm not a fan of them. I mean, they have their place in the gaming industry, I believe. And overall, I think, they're not a bad thing to have. A free-to-play game is kind of cool because it's free, right? It won't run forever. Being free, there's got to be a way to make money on it. And there's a lot of different ways you can make money on a free-to-play game. It can be through advertising. It could be through microtransactions to speed things up in the game, pay-to-win type stuff. It can be simple things like cosmetics, season passes, a wide variety of things that can do that. And on free-to-play games, no big deal. That's what it is. When you start to play a free-to-play game, I get it. Like I said, not a big fan of it, but I understand the business model and it works, right? I don't like it on $70 games, full-price games, games like, your Diablo games or your Ubisoft games or anything like that. Justice League, right? I think that one had, or maybe that one didn't have the microtransaction, but they do think it had season passes. I'm not 100% sure. Correct me if I'm wrong on that one, but yeah, EA reveals $3.4 billion. Now, the game's success is attributed to its accessibility, its fast-paced gameplay, tactical depth, and content updates, and despite previous slowdowns, Apex Legends continues to thrive with over 300,000 daily players and ongoing investments from EA. So EA's doing it right. Now, probably if you are a major studio, you should probably have a free-to-play game. Just saying, whether you like it or not, as a player, as a gamer and all that, these things tend to print money in the long run. But they've got to be good, right? There's only so many gamers out there, and there are only so many gamers that are going to play this type of game. And they all tend to be a very similar type of game. But there's only so many that are going to play these free-to-play games, these Fortnites and stuff like this. And out of that group, there's an even smaller amount that are going to spend money on them, that are going to buy season passes and cosmetics and all that other stuff. So you're looking for a real niche audience, and you need to put out a product that is good, that is original, and most importantly, fun to play. So kudos to EA for doing this. So Electronic Arts recently revealed that its free-to-play Battle Royale title, Apex Legends, has earned the company $3.4 billion to date. This figure not only proves Apex Legends' status as a major player in the free-to-play space, but also positions it amongst the most successful video games of all time. Apex Legends first entered the live stream scene in 2019 from Titanfall developer Respawn Entertainment. So we're looking at 5 years, $3.4 billion. That's a lot of money, man. A lot of money. I have no idea how much went into it, but in any case, as far as revenue goes, that's a ton. Although it launched with minimal fanfare, the game quickly caught on thanks to its free-to-play accessibility, fast-paced gameplay, tactical depth, and a cast of memorable characters. Maintaining a live service game via content updates is the other side of the success equation, and Respawn has mostly delivered there as well. Apex Legends is currently in Season 21, and the studio has no signs of letting up thus far. Wow, 21 seasons, so we're looking at roughly 5 years there. Yeah, wow. So 4 seasons a year every quarter, or every quarter is a season roughly, every 3 months maybe, something like that. That's kind of neat. Kind of, definitely working for them. So during EA's Q4 and 2024 fiscal earnings call, it was disclosed that Apex Legends has amassed $3.4 billion in net bookings since its release in February 2019. The figure was discovered in the full document outlining the contents of the earnings call, with a quote from EA CEO Andrew Wilson stating, "Since its surprise smash hit release in 2019, the HD title of Apex Legends has surpassed $3.4 billion in lifetime net bookings." The CEO also made the controversial statement about EA potentially implementing in-game ads for AAA titles during their earnings calls. Ugh. So in-game ads, I do not like in-game ads. Now, I will tell you this. If you're giving me a free-to-play game and you want to put ads in it, I get it. You need to pay for your stuff somehow, right? I may be playing your game. I might not be buying your microtransactions, so I might just be leeching off of your servers and all that and whatnot, whatever. Yeah, I'm contributing to your numbers and the popularity of the game and all that, but you're not making any money off me, so if you want to throw some ads in there, you're going to throw some ads in there. How are you going to do it? Is it going to be loading screens? Is it going to be between matches? Is it going to be stuff at the bottom or top of the screen, a ticker tape, a pop-up looking thing? Are you going to integrate it into the game like signs on walls and stuff like that, depending on that? That would be kind of a neat way to do it. I'm not big on it, but again, if it's a free-to-play game, why the hell not, right? You got to pay the staff somehow. You got to keep things moving forward somehow. And, again, I'm not a fan of it, but whatever. I get it. You got to make money. Now, if I buy the game for $70 or $50 or whatever, if I've got to pay money to play your game, I do not want ads in that damn game. I'll tell you that. Now, that would piss me off. If you gave me a free-to-play Apex Legends, great. All right, I'm cool. Oh, there's an ad at the loading screen, fine, no problem. Or there's an ad between matches, fine, no problem. Now, if you put me on Diablo 4, which I paid, $70, $80 for, or whatever, and I go into a dungeon and I get a loading screen with an ad on it, I'm going to be pissed. I paid you guys for this effing thing. Do not advertise on it, but whatever. That's a story for a different day. We'll see where EA goes with that, and we're going to see where that goes throughout the whole industry, because if EA does it, other companies are going to do it. I guarantee that without a doubt. So, going back to this story, the usage of the net bookings metric is interesting as it's different from outright revenue. Net bookings account for deductions and fees from the revenue, so it's likely that the latter is even higher than $3.4 billion. Considering the game only monetizes cosmetics, Apex Legends has accrued a staggering amount of money for EA, and Wilson remains committed to continue investing in broadening the audience by building upon the epic characters of this world that go beyond the current Battle Royale. With Season 21 of Apex Legends bringing new cosmetics, artifacts, and more, the game's popularity is unlikely to wane. $3.4 billion in cosmetics alone. I haven't played Apex Legends. If any of you have out there, let me know what your average cosmetic costs out there, because wow, that's a lot of money. This is one, so I get it. In games, sometimes you want some cool cosmetics, multiplayer games, you want to look cool, you want to look badass and stuff like that. But here's the thing, and even though you're only spending $5 here, $5 there and all that, it's money that's going for a virtual item that one day is going to disappear, especially in a free game like this, right? One day the servers are going to shut down and you're never going to be able to access this game again. And I don't care if you spend $5 or $5,000 on cosmetics, it's all going to be gone. That's a wild thought, but I get it, if it's something you enjoy and it's something you love and all that, well, who am I to tell you how to spend your money? I've bought cosmetics in the past myself. I'm less likely to do it in the future, but I've done it in the past. Sometimes I'll buy a better edition of a game, for some early access or extra cosmetics. I get it. Not a big deal. But again, it's your money. You do with it as you like. But when you think of it in the grand scheme of things, it's kind of a crazy thing to be doing. Now, despite facing some slowdown earlier this year, Apex Legends' high-ranking position in the free-to-play space seems fairly solid, with over 300,000 concurrent players daily. It's undoubtedly one of EA's most important IPs. Respawn is also keen on incorporating player feedback, as the game's latest upheaval season will feature the return of a limited-time mode for Apex Legends that was heavily requested by fans, as well as solos, which will replace Solos, which will replace duos until June 24th. In the past year, Respawn has also made Apex Legends more palatable for newcomers with the 3 strikes and straight shot limited time events. So those are probably things that'll get you into the game and bring you up to speed with everyone else a little bit quicker. But wow, I mean, $3.4 billion. Tell me what you think of that. Are you somebody that buys cosmetics in games? You know, it's one thing, you know, and again, I'm not here to judge anybody or to shame anybody for doing what you do. Hey, man, it's your money. You know, you work for it, you spend it on whatever brings you pleasure. That's all I can say. But man, that's a lot of money. That's a lot of cosmetics. What do you guys think about these kind of games in general, these free-to-play games? Do you think they're good for the industry, or do you think they're bad? I think overall, if you have a solid game like this for your for your company, like EA has this game, right? This is a money printing game. So EA now has the ability to fund other games with the money that comes from this, right? They can allocate some of those funds to develop new IPs or work on sequels to other ones. I mean, EA does a lot of stuff. They do all these sports games and all that, and there's a ton of crap that they do. So this gives them money to do that, and it also gives them kind of a buffer in case they have a bad release. If they put, you know, some money into a game and it comes out and it's received in a very lukewarm way or received poorly and doesn't sell that well, and they end up losing money on it, it's not going to shut the company down. You know, it'll hurt, and maybe some of that team will get let go or move on to something else or whatever. But EA is not going to go under because of that, because they have this money printing machine, Apex Legends. So I think it's good for them. Like, and every big company should have a game like this. And it seems like every big company is trying to get a game like this. And it's kind of annoying because I am not a fan of big live service games, you know. But I see why they're good for companies in some ways, as long as you make one that works. Now, if you make a piece of crap like the Suicide Squad kills the Justice League, well, then you just threw out a ton of money, right? Here's a game from 2019 with 300,000 concurrent players daily, and now you got one that came out a couple months ago. Now, granted, it wasn't free to play, but it's a 4-player co-op game, and it's got around 100 people a day concurrently. And it just has some DLC released. That is terrible. All right. Well, anyway, let's go ahead and wrap this one up. If you found this video enjoyable at all, let me know with a like on the video and a comment down below to tell me your thoughts on games like this and this video in general. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and to ring that bell for notifications. I wanted to do something a little lighter today. There's been so much heavy, crappy, bad news lately, so this was a fun one. Anyway, I'll see you guys next time. Until then, peace.